Welcome to day 82. We're in Joshua 3, 4, 5, and 6. Four things I want to talk about today. I'd like to start another list, but I'm not going to. But if I could have just as many lists as I wanted, I'd start another one and show all the lists of all the miracles that God did through all the prophets. We have a list of what happened with Moses. And that's kind of how I'm getting into this. Joshua, there's going to be some things that God does through Joshua. So on that note, chapter 3, verse 13. The priest will carry out the ark of the Lord of all the earth. As soon as their feet touch the water, the flow of water will be cut off upstream, and the river will stand up like a wall. So just like what happened with Moses, Joshua is telling the priests, as soon as your feet touch the wall, there will be a wall of water, and the Israelites will be able to cross on dry land. And that's going to happen again in the end times, but it's not going to be a miraculous thing that God does. The armies of the east will walk across the Euphrates River on dry land. Somehow, not necessarily dry land, but walk across. And they already have portable dams that can be set up and portable bridges that can be set up to allow tanks and everything to walk to go across on rivers and streams and stuff. So very different in that time. So now let's talk about manna. This has something to do with the end times. So manna, chapter 5, verse 12, it says, "No manna appeared on the day they first ate from the crops of the land, and it was never seen again." So from that time on, the Israelites, from that time on, the Israelites ate from the crops of Canaan. So the manna stopped, but the manna came every day. They were in the wilderness 40 years, and then also after they're getting ready to cross, once they start eating the crops, that's gone. So let's go to Revelation 2:17. So from Joshua's time all the way to Revelation 2:17. This will be in the end times. "To everyone who is victorious, I will give some of the manna that has been hidden away in heaven." Okay, and it goes on and says, that's a middle verse of verse 17. So, no manna again will be hidden. From this point on, it's hidden away until the time of the end. Okay, what an awesome thing. All right, now sevens. Add to your list sevens. In chapter 6, verse 3 and 4. "You and your fighting men should march around the town once a day for 6 days." Well, that's 6 days. On the seventh day, 7 priests will walk ahead of the ark, each carrying a ram's horn. On the seventh day, you are to march around the town 7 times, with the priests blowing the horns. When you hear the priest give one long blast on the ram's horn, all the people will shout as loud as they can. Then the walls of the town will collapse, and the people can charge straight into the town. So Joshua fought the battle of Jericho. The walls came tumbling down. Well, it's because they marched around once each day for 6 days, and on the 7th day they marched around 7 days. If you look down here, verse 10 says, "Do not shout, do not even talk. Not a single word from any of you until I tell you to shout." While they're marching around those 6 days, nobody said a word. Nobody said a word on that 7th day until they heard the the blowing of the ram's horn. So that's 7 for you. And then destroying, 2 verses. Verse 18 says this: "Do not take any of the things set apart for destruction, or you yourselves will be completely destroyed, and you will bring trouble on the camp of Israel." So they're entering Jericho, and they're given this command: destroy everything, but don't take anything that's supposed to be destroyed. Don't take anything that you shouldn't be taking. Verse 21. "They completely destroyed everything in it with their swords, men and women, young and old, cattle, sheep, goats, and donkeys." They destroyed every living thing in there, like they were supposed to. And just like before, they start out great, and then they're going to start screwing up. So that is day 82.